The detective that responded that she was hit in the head with a brick after she refused to give her phone number to a guy on the street.
And was that verified by any of the evidence that detectives looked at?
No, that was not verified.
Harris County prosecutor Keith Houston says surveillance videos from that early September morning show Osmond hitting a man first.
So she's the one she was the aggressor?
She was the aggressor, yes.
And it was a water bottle that hit her, not a brick?
He did have a water bottle in his hand, and we think that's what left the mark.
Way too often we have so many examples and so many situations of men being sent completely to the gallows off of uncorroborated stories and or events. Gentlemen, listen to me. I've told you this time and time, and I will continue to tell you into the future. In the court of public opinion, you are guilty until proven innocent, especially if the accusations are in the vein of assault, especially if the accusations are in the vein of just assault, period, against and unto women.
This was a well thought of plan. A diabolical plan.
Olin Douglas is a father, son, and small business owner. But in September, allegations made by 33-year-old Rhoda Osmond nearly put it all at risk.
It caused people who I thought really knew me to kind of betray me.
Douglas says he met her at a club near the Galleria as she wore a mask that only revealed her eyes. He invited her to an after party.
It's as if she was trying to get in some type of conflict.
But says she was aggressive and very intoxicated. They ended up in a car with friends.
She physically didn't start touching me until I asked her to leave. So you gotta get out.
Outside the car, Houston police say surveillance video then showed Osmond slapping him in the face before he hit her back with what appears to be a plastic water bottle in hand.
You should never hit a woman in general, but I didn't want to hit her actually. It was like she hit me and I just reacted.
According to court documents, the footage didn't match what Osmond told police, that a male Uber driver threw a brick at her and tried to kidnap her, that she did her own investigation and was told that Douglas was the one who assaulted her. She's now charged with theft because prosecutors say she made it up and tried to profit from this GoFundMe that raised more than $42,000.
I didn't get arrested in 30 seconds from this going out.
Douglas says he's received death threats from complete strangers.
She's just manipulating people using their pain. And that should be the true crime here.
He hopes people online will be more conscious.
The internet is the internet. It's not real life all the time.
What we've seen happening over the past several decades is people being scared to challenge any accusations that women levy onto men. Hashtag believe all women, which is one of the most ridiculous movements or the most ridiculous hashtags that have come out of this pro-feminist movement. Bump believe all women, bump believe all men. None of it makes sense. Each individual circumstance in our story has to be put under a microscope and judged. Because if you just do 5 minutes of research on this particular story, you could tell that the scammerness leaks through her veins, and it's a component of the way that she was raised and brought up. In reality, it's not going to just be men that can move the needle on this. Ladies, we need y'all too. Shout out again to the queen of accountability. Daphne gets my utmost respect because she is an example of a woman that says, bump this current narrative. We must hold them accountable.